the most beautiful Ottoman architecture in mosques. Throughout the ages, mosques have been considered beacons of knowledge and science, a place for scholars and worshippers alike. In the halls of a mosque, one could regularly witness seminars being held, along with debates on topics in the aim of further learning and understanding. This had a far-reaching effect on the development of science, literature, and arts. On the platforms of these mosques stood the greatest of caliphs and preachers, eloquently offering and sharing their wisdom, leading people to live good lives. Mosques were, and still are, associated with the schools and institutes, and they are filled with various literature and books throughout the libraries that are present. The mosque is a beloved and holy site to all Muslims, and the mosque is almost like an aspect and extension of their souls. Every nation boasts the architecture and design of their mosques, along with how well they are able to maintain them. And among the most well-known kind of mosques that are present from among these nations are mosques that are based on Ottoman architecture. The Suleymaniye Mosque. The mosque was named after the Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent, who had ordered its construction during his reign. The mosque is situated on the city's third hill, just north of Istanbul University. It is considered the largest mosque in Istanbul in terms of area. The front door is made of marble and consists of two colossal pillars. These pillars frame the entrance that falls into a triangle layout with muqarnas. The entrance is framed by columns with bulbous-like shapes that have been known to be around since the Abbasid period. The mosque has two side entrances that lead to the courtyard, and the idea of multiple entrances is a concept that can be seen back in the Abbasid era, and it is fully embodied during the Seljuk Anatolia era. As for the courtyard, it contains a rectangular-shaped fountain area that is carved out of marble. The courtyard is of exceptional grandeur, with a colonnaded peristyle with columns of marble, granite, and porphyry. At the four corners of the courtyard are the four minarets. The two taller minarets have three galleries, also known as seraphises, and they rise to a height of 63.8 meters. This height is measured without their caps, and they can be measured at 76 meters when including those caps. The main dome is 53 meters high, and the dome has a diameter of 26.5 meters. This happens to be exactly half of its height. At the time it was built, the dome was considered the highest in the Ottoman Empire. This measurement includes the measuring starting from sea level. However, it is still lower from its base and smaller in diameter than that of the Hagia Sophia. The Sultan Ahmed Mosque, also known as the Blue Mosque. It is one of the most renowned and important mosques in Turkey. The mosque is situated in the Sultan Ahmed Square, opposite of the Hagia Sophia Mosque. It was built by Sultan Ahmed I and is famous due to its distinctive architecture, as it is one of the most central mosques in the Islamic world. According to the inscriptions found on the mosque's doors, it was built between 1018 and 1026 Hijri. The mosque has a raised wall, and this wall surrounds it from three sides. This wall has 5 gates, 3 which lead to the courtyard of the mosque, and the other two lead to the prayer hall. The mosque is preceded by a forecourt, with a large fountain and a special area for ablution. The mosque has 5 large domes, 6 minarets, and 8 smaller domes present on it. An iron chain hangs in the court entrance on the western side. Since only the Sultan was allowed to ride in on horseback, he would have to lower his head not to hit the chain. This was a symbolic gesture ensuring the humility of the ruler before Allah Almighty. This mosque is a marvel of the Islamic world. Its architecture and construction still hold the public and anyone who views it in awe. This design represents centuries of Ottoman experience in building mosques, and it is clearly displayed in this centerpiece of Turkey. The Hagia Sophia. It is located in the city of Istanbul, and it is considered one of the most prominent examples of both Byzantine architecture along with Ottoman decoration. The Hagia Sophia Mosque is a unique architectural artistic monument, and truly one of its kind. The Hagia Sophia had been a cathedral for over the course of 916 years, and then a mosque for 481 years, and since 1935, a historical museum. One is sure to notice the fusion of Roman and Islamic architecture at any given glance. This makes it a masterpiece of architectural skill in the city of Istanbul. This huge building is 100 meters long. The dome height is 55 meters, and the dome diameter is 30 meters. The Hagia Sophia still stands tall to this very day, and is a marvel for the public and all Muslim worshippers to behold. The Rustem Pasha Mosque. The Rustem Pasha Mosque is situated in the Marmara region of Istanbul, in Turkey. The Rustem Pasha Mosque was built in the 16th century and is characterized by its simple design in which Iznik tiles were used for decoration. It was a special place for the ancient Ottomans, and currently, this mosque is considered one of the treasures of Ottoman architecture. The Eyup Sultan Mosque. It is an ancient Ottoman mosque situated in the Eyup district of Istanbul, outside the city walls, near the Golden Horn. The mosque was built in 1458, which would be 5 years after the conquest of Constantinople was completed. That would be in the year 1453. It was the first mosque that Muslims built in Istanbul after the conquest, and the current state of the building can be dated back to the beginning of the 19th century, as it has undergone renovations to both maintain and upkeep it. And this is to ensure the structural integrity of the mosque. Outside the mosque, a complex with separate buildings along with the resting place of the great companion, Abu Ayyub al-Ansari, may Allah be pleased with him, can be found. The Sehazde Mosque. It is a 16th century Ottoman imperial mosque located in the district of Faith. This is found on the third hill of Istanbul in Turkey. The mosque is surrounded by a square with porticos with columns that are decorated with engravings and artwork. The area of the square is approximately equal to the area of the mosque. The New Mosque. The New Mosque, which is also known as the Yeni Cami Mosque. It is an Ottoman imperial mosque located in the Eminönü quarter of Istanbul, Turkey. It is situated on the Golden Horn at the southern end of the Galata Bridge. It was built by Safiye Sultan, wife of Sultan Murad III, and it is distinguished by its beautiful Ottoman motifs, especially the Iznik tiles which decorates its interior. The Fatih Mosque. It is an Ottoman mosque in the Fatih district of Istanbul, Turkey. It is a great example of Turkish Islamic architecture. The mosque represents an important stage of the development of Ottoman architecture. This mosque was named after Sultan Muhammad al-Fatih, the Ottoman Sultan who conquered Constantinople. The original Fatih Mosque had one central dome that was supported by another dome of the same diameter, which was situated on 4 arches. The diameter of this dome was 26 meters. As for the new mosque, which was established in 1771 by the order of Sultan Mustafa III, after the earthquake of 1766, it was built in the shape of a square and has one central dome supported by 4 smaller domes. The main square dome, which is 26 meters in diameter, has a supporting dome on each of its 4 corners, with each corner being fortified by a marble column. There are 2 minarets that are identical in shape and form opposing the mosque. According to the Turkish historian Mehmet Agaoglu, the mosque is a representation of Islamic Persian Middle East architecture and not Byzantine church architecture. This opinion is supported by other Turkish academics that state Ottoman architecture is an extension of Near Eastern architectural tradition. The Dolmabache Mosque. The mosque's construction was originally backed by Bismillah Validi Sultan. After she passed, Sultan Abdelmecid, her son, continued the construction of the mosque, which was finalized in 1855, and with